Hello friends, welcome to all for my private teaching jobs channel. In this channel, I will discuss about all the vacancies of private teaching jobs across the India. Including that, I will discuss about the JRF vacancies across the India. So in this video, I will discuss about the teaching and non-teaching vacancies in Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University. In this university, the huge vacancies are there. So before going to start the video, please like, share, subscribe and tap the bell icon to get immediate notification for your mobiles, tabs, laptops and PCs. So let's begin the video. The name of the hiring organization is Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University. The job title, that is job for assistant professor, associate professor and professor as well as dean. The departments having vacancies for College of Veterinary Sciences Rampura Paul, Patinda, a constitute college of Gadvasu. In this, the teaching posts are: first one, Dean, College of Veterinary Sciences, one position. Second one will Professor in Veterinary Anatomy Department, one position. Professor in Veterinary Psychology and Biochemistry, one position. Fourth one, Professor in Livestock Production Management, one position. Fifth one, Professor in Livestock Farm Complex, one vacancy. Sixth one, Professor in Veterinary Clinical Complex, one vacancy. Seventh one, Professor in Veterinary Microbiology, one vacancy. Eighth one, Professor in Veterinary Pathology, one vacancy. Ninth one, Professor in Animal Genetics and Breeding, one vacancy. Professor in Animal Nutrition, one vacancy. 11th one, Associate Professor in Veterinary Anatomy, one vacancy. 12th one, Associate Professor in Veterinary Psychology and Biochemistry, one vacancy. 13th one, Associate Professor in Livestock Production Management, one vacancy. 14th one, Associate Professor in Veterinary Clinical Complex, one vacancy. 15th, Associate Professor in Veterinary Medicine, one vacancy. 16th, Associate Professor in Veterinary Gynecology and Obstetrics, one vacancy. 17th, Associate Professor in Veterinary Pharmacology and Toxicology, one vacancy. 18th, Associate Professor in Veterinary Microbiology, one vacancy. 19th, Associate Professor in Veterinary Pathology, one vacancy. 20th, Associate Professor in Animal Genetics and Breeding, one vacancy. 21st, Associate Professor in Animal Nutrition, one vacancy. 22nd, Assistant Professor in Veterinary Microbiology, two vacancies. 23rd, Assistant Professor in Animal Nutrition, one vacancy. 24th, Assistant Professor in Veterinary Pathology, two vacancies. Assistant Professor in Animal Genetics and Breeding, one vacancy. Now let's see the various vacancies in non-teaching jobs. 26th, Assistant Librarian, one vacancy. 27th, Assistant Farm Manager in Agriculture, one vacancy. 28th, Veterinary Inspector, three vacancies. 29th, Clerk, six vacancies. 30th, Stenotypist, one vacancy. 31st, Laboratory Assistant, six vacancies. 32, Assistant Operator in Programmer, one vacancy. 33, Field Assistant, two vacancies, one each in Agriculture and Livestock Department. 34, Driver, three vacancies. 35th, Plumber, one vacancy. 36, Electrician, one vacancy. 37, Library Attendant, one vacancy. 38, Hostel Attendant, three vacancies. 39, Laboratory Attendant, six vacancies. 40th, Animal Attendant, eight vacancies. 41st, Post Mortem Attendant, one vacancy. 42, Hospital Attendant, four vacancies. So far we discussed the vacancies in for College of Veterinary Science Rampur Paul, but in the Constitute College of Gadvasu. Now let's see the vacancies for College of Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Ludhiana. The teaching posts are having the vacancies like this: 43 assistant professor in veterinary extension, 2 vacancies; 44 assistant professor in veterinary gynecology and obstetrics, 1 vacancy; 45th assistant scientist in veterinary surgery, 1 vacancy; 46 assistant professor in dairy chemistry, 1 vacancy; 47 assistant professor in veterinary medicine, 1 vacancy. Now let's see the vacancies in non-teaching jobs. 48 assistant nutritionists, 1 vacancy; 49 clerk, 10 vacancies; 58 laboratory assistant, 8 vacancy; 51 fisherman, 5 vacancies; 52 boy, 10 vacancies. Now let's see the various vacancies for other outstations of Gadvasu. 53 assistant professor in livestock production at KVK Boo, Taran, 2 vacancies. 54th veterinary officer, 1 vacancy at VP and RRTC Kaljarani Bathinda. 55th program assistant for KVK Boo, Taran, 1 vacancy. 56 program assistant in laboratory technician, 2 vacancies, 1 each at KVK Majara Mohili and KVK Andia Barnala. So these are the teaching and non-teaching vacancies. Now let's see the pay scale for all these vacancies. First one, for serial number 1, rupees 37,400 to 67,000 plus GP of rupees 10,000 plus rupees 1,000 SA and rent-free accommodation. Second one, for serial number 2 to 10, rupees 37,400 to 67,000 plus GP of rupees 10,000. Third one, for serial number 11 to 21, rupees 37,400 to 67,000 plus GP of rupees 9,000. Fourth one, for serial number 22nd to 26 and for serial number 43 to 48 and for serial number 53, rupees 15,600 to 39,100 plus GP of rupees 6,000. And fifth one, for serial number 27 and for serial number 54, rupees 15,600 to 39,100 plus GP of rupees 5,400. Sixth one, for serial number 28, rupees 10,300 to 34,800 plus GP of rupees 3,600. Seventh one, serial number 29 to 33 and for serial number 49 and 50, rupees 10,300 to 34,800 plus GP of rupees 3,200. Eighth one, for serial number 55 and for serial number 56, rupees 9,300 to 34,800 plus GP of rupees 4,200. Ninth one, for serial number 34, rupees 5,910 rupees to 20,200 plus GP of rupees 2,400. For serial number 35, 36 and 51, rupees 5,910 to 20,200 plus GP of rupees 1,900. For serial number 11th one, serial number 37 to 42 and for 52 posts, rupees 4,900 to 10,680 rupees plus GP of rupees 1,650. And now let's see the location of the job. At Ludhiana, which is in Punjab. Those who are willing to work in Ludhiana, they can apply for the post. The date posted on 28th March 2020 and the last date for the application is on 24th April 2020. The mode of application is through the postal only. The organization website is www.gadvasu.in. I will repeat the organization website, that is www.gadvasu.in. So friends, during application through postal, they given one application form, which is I will given in the description box. So please download from there and fill up the application and post with the necessary documents. That is, candidate who are all interested and eligible to apply for this faculty recruitment 2020 job may send your detailed resume along with all necessary certificates to the following postal address within 24th April 2020, including that you fill up the application form which I given in description box. Please download from there and send to the following postal address. That is the registered Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Firozpur Road, Ludhiana, Punjab 141001. Thank you friends for watching the video. All the best.